What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. So the other day I was chatting with Joe from the Beer Patrol, Average Joe, and he had mentioned once again Red Wine and Brew. Now, he's told me about this beer store a few times, and for some reason, every time he's told me about it, I never picked up on that there was a location in Westlake. Because I know he goes to the one in Menor, and he's told me numerous times about the one in Westlake, and I just didn't put it together for some reason. But I finally went and stopped out at that place in Westlake. Now, they've got a really good selection of beer there. Unfortunately, they don't have a really good selection of singles. They had tons of 6-packs and 4-packs and things from all kinds of breweries, especially a lot of Ohio breweries, and from a lot of Ohio breweries that are outside of this region, which was really cool to see. But again, their single selection wasn't very good. However, I do appreciate you, Joe, for telling me about it and reminding me again and again that there was a Red Wine and Brew close to me. I'm glad I went and checked it out because I seem to drive past that place pretty often. I don't know why I never noticed that they're stopped before. However, that's enough about that. While I was there, I picked up this beer right here. So the beer I have for you today is Cold Gold. It's from the Habesha Breweries. I think I pronounced that correctly. Who knows? They're out of Ethiopia. So I have an Ethiopian beer. Pretty cool to find a beer from Ethiopia. Now, the Habesha Breweries are majority owned by a Dutch company called the Swinkels Family Brewers Holding. But this is still brewed, bottled, whatever, in Ethiopia. So it's an Ethiopian beer. Really cool. I don't ever see Ethiopian beers here. This may be the only Ethiopian beer I've ever seen. There's this, I don't know what it is, what it says on the label here because I don't speak that language. But I'll put a picture of the label up there. And the artwork of what I assume is a woman is something to do with their paintings and artworks they do. And looking at the bottle here, I paid $2.25 for this bottle. And I'll see if there's any writing I can read on here. I don't know if there's going to be much. Not really at all. It does say, oh, man. If this is the date on the bottle, this is from 2024, 3/7/24. I hope that's not the date. 5% alcohol by volume, store and serve cold. Or store and serve cool. That's pretty much anything on the bottle I can read. Just says Cold Gold beer. I really hope that's not a bottled on or a Best By date. Because it's 2026. And if that is from 2024, I doubt this beer is very good. But I'm going to find out. So on Untapped, this gets a 3.11 with over 29,000 check-ins. On Beer Advocate, it gets a 77 OK with 65 ratings. Pour it into my freshly rinsed out glass here. Whew. Don't even know if I'm ready for a beer yet today, but here it goes, right? We'll get a nose on it. It's got a little bit of that like Euro lager skunkiness. But it doesn't smell terrible. It doesn't smell like it's gone bad. It just has that faint kind of like Euro lager skunkiness you get with a lot of like Euro lager beers. Color. That's a pretty see-through yellow there. If my glass wasn't fogging up with condensation. A lot of bubbles just lazily floating to the surface. Has about a fingernail's worth of whitish head. Well, time to try out an Ethiopian beer. Cheers, everybody. I'm not sure if that's a bottled on date or not, that date that I read. If it is, this is held up really well. It's crisp, it's light-bodied. It's got a little bit of malt sweetness. There's a little like prickle on the back of the tongue of like hops. And it does have a little bit of that Euro Skunk flavor. But I don't necessarily think it's bad or old or skunky. Because some of those beers, some of these like lagers, especially the Euro lagers, they do have a little bit of that kind of, I keep calling it the Euro lager skunky flavor. And some breweries even purposely do that. They want their beer to taste like that. Overall, though, this is a pretty decent beer. What did I say for that? What did I pay for that? $2.25 for a beer from Ethiopia. It seems like it's held up well in travel. I bought it off a shelf, so it wasn't kept refrigerated, and it still tastes pretty good. I would give this a horns up. For $2.75 for a beer from halfway across the world, it's a pretty good beer. Have you had this Habesha Breweries Cold Gold? If you have, let me know down below in the comments. What other Ethiopian beers do you see on the shelves around the U.S. or in your part of the world? Let me know that down below in the comments as well. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, embrace the adventure.